So, let's get started on the important parts of getting your girlfriend back. The first phase you're going to need to go through to get your girlfriend back is the recovery phase. Why recovery? Well, because you need to get to the point where you're emotionally stable enough. You've gotten past the worst of the heartache and the loneliness and all the other negative emotions that come in the wake of a breakup. And you've gotten to a point where you can think rationally, make good decisions, and avoid making any mistakes that are going to push her even further away from you. And I know you might be thinking to yourself, at this point, why do I have to recover? I want her back. I don't want to get over her. I just want her back. Well, that may be the case, but again, you need to be emotionally stable. You need to be able to make good decisions. So how do you recover? How do you get over her? How do you get to the point where you're in that better frame of mind to make those decisions? Well, for starters, you want to ignore your ex-girlfriend completely for 30 days after the breakup. This is just critical, and I'll explain more in a minute, but you definitely do not want to be talking to your ex for around 30 days after the breakup. You also want to remove any reminders of her from your life. So, take that picture of you and her on the holidays, put it in a box, take the love notes, put them in a box, whatever it is, take all the things that will remind you of her and put them away for a while. Just keep the reminders out of your life. You don't want to be thinking about her right now. And finally, occupy your time. Stay busy. Hang out with friends. Go to the gym. Pick up a new hobby. Go on some dates with some other girls. Even though I know you want your ex-girlfriend back, but still, go out on some dates. Keep busy during this time, this recovery period for the first 30 days after the breakup. Now, once you've sufficiently gone through the recovery period, then you're going to want to move on to what I call the rekindling period. This is the second of three phases of getting your girlfriend back, and this involves two things essentially. One, making your ex miss you. Now, if you've successfully gone through the recovery period, like I just described, you've actually already done most of the hard work here. Because, think about it. What makes you miss someone? Well, your ex-girlfriend became completely accustomed to having you in her life every day. You were there for her, you talked to her on the phone every day, you were there for dinner every night, whatever it was, you became a part of her daily life. And then, after the breakup, when she ignored you, when you ignored her, all of a sudden you were gone from her life completely. Cold turkey. Boom, you vanished. Right after the breakup. And because she was so accustomed to having you there, the shock of not having you there is going to make her miss you like crazy. And you need that. It's really important. And that's one of the reasons why the no contact phase is so important and so efficient and effective at making her want you back. And that's key. You need her to want you back. And one of the reasons she's going to want you back is because she's going to miss you like crazy because you simply vanished from her life. Now, once you've successfully gone through the 30 days of no contact, you've recovered to the point where you're feeling a little better, and you've started to make your ex miss you by waiting 30 days before you contacted her again. You're at the point where you're ready to reach out and reestablish communication. But wait, you got to be ready for this for sure before you start sending her messages and calling her. You want to be strategic about this. You don't want to just send her a text message that says, "Hey, how's it going?" That's what I call a pointless text. It's not going to do anything to help your case. You need to be, like I said, very strategic, and you need to have a plan. Again, if you want to see more about this, go to my website, breakupbrad.com, and I'll give you some examples on how you can reach out and make the first contact. But the most important thing when you first contact your ex is, well, there's two things really. One, you want to keep any communication super fun, happy, casual, upbeat, no drama, no negativity, no discussions about your relationship, just really fun, interesting, funny stuff. Whether it's a text message or a phone call, just keep it upbeat, fun, and show her a good time, and keep it really brief. Don't go on and get into a lengthy conversation. At this point, keep it brief and keep it fun. The goal of the first contact here is just to get her thinking about you. And also, in the first few contacts, you may need to contact her a few times before you move into the next reattraction phase, or just to generally reshape her opinion of you into a more positive image. You can do this several ways, like I already mentioned, text messages and phone calls, by bringing up shared happy memories. You can also show her how well you're doing since the breakup, and show her that you're actually going back to, you've become the same man that she fell in love with in the first place. So basically, you've started to do all the things that may have changed during your relationship that caused the breakup. That's important. You want to work on self-improvement during those first 30 days and even after that. And then you need to share that with her. At this point, this is when you're just starting to share that. And finally, the last thing you can do during these first few contacts with your ex-girlfriend is make her a little bit jealous. Be careful with that. But if you've been out on a couple dates, post a picture of you and another girl on Facebook, or make a comment about how great life has been and how many new friends you've made, and whatever it is, just a little bit of jealousy along with the reminders of positive memories she has, and showing her the new you, the better you, that you've come a long way since the breakup. And finally, the third phase, reattraction. This is what the first two phases have actually just been preparing you for and leading up to. So like I said, you've already gone through no contact, you've recovered to the point where you're okay, you've made your ex miss you, you've got her to start thinking about you by sending some positive text messages and showing her that you're still the fun guy that she first fell for. And now it's time to arrange an in-person meeting. So you need to think of a way, make an excuse, whatever it is, meet her for coffee, go out for drinks after work, basically just get a chance to meet her in person, to flirt with her, to rebuild some of that sexual tension, some of that passion and romantic physical connection that you had before the breakup or before things started to deteriorate in your relationship. Again, the goal is to meet her in person, and just like with the text message or the phone call when you're starting contact again, keep it positive, keep it fun, make her smile, bring up happy memories, no drama, keep it short. Eventually, you're going to want to get to the point where you reestablish the physical romance. Sex. Women often associate sex with romantic and serious relationships. It's in a way that men often don't. There's a lot of evolutionary science behind it, but basically the thing that you need to understand is that women associate sex with relationships. So you want to get to the point where you've got the physical aspect of your relationship back. And at that point, you're no longer a friend, you're no longer an ex. You're starting to move into the relationship zone again, even if she doesn't admit it actively. So I know that I've left a lot out here, but I wanted to keep the video pretty short. So again, if you need more information or you want to learn more, head over to my website, breakupbrad.com. I've got a free video presentation where I go more in depth. You can also get my email address there and shoot me a message. Thanks very much for watching. Please consider liking the video if you found it helpful and subscribing to my channel. Got lots of other videos on related topics that you might find interesting. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye for now.